Hey, good evening. It is Tuesday night, so where else would I be but here sharing with you a snapshot of Sacramento, what's going on this week at the theater, brought to you by SARTA, the Sacramento Area Regional Theater Alliance. Um, we love doing this. I'm going to get to nerd out for a while this evening because we have a lot of different things that have gone on that I want to tell you about that I think are wonderful. So I'm going to have a theater nerd moment. Theater nerd moment. So, what we have had happening is a lot of wonderful things for SARTA, which have been our scholarship programs. I am so excited to share that we have given away 3 for this month already, and we have 3 more scholarship applications that we're looking to fund, and that funding comes directly from you guys. So thank you for becoming members. Thank you for donating during Brick Day of Giving. Thank you for just donating in general. Thank you for coming to our productions. You came to our cabaret. You came and saw Tonight's Starring on Sunday night. We did our very first Tonight Starring, and it was really well attended. I was so excited to see that turnout for that. We had great drawing prizes and people took home cool stuff. We had a generally wonderful time. So every time we have one of these events, I'm going to come and tell you about it. And I'm going to tell you about it for a few weeks in advance so you can get your tickets and help us out, because the fundraising efforts, as I said, this month so far, we've sent 3 young people to theater camp already, and we're looking to send at least 3 more. That's what I've heard from the board is on the docket right now for approval. So that's exciting. That's wonderful. And that's all because of you. And we thank you for your donations and your continued donations. You can make those donations at any time by just going to our website, sarta.com. Click on the donate button. You can check out some of the different programs that we have going on so you can see what's happening in and around SARTA right now. Really, since the pandemic and the ending of the Ellie's and the beginning of that was at the beginning of the pandemic or somewhere midway through, we realized that, that maybe is not the best way that we can support community theater again. So really finding our way back to how we can best support you, having more people involved in community theater, helping our theaters out by offering a theater stipend program. This is coming up too, where we'll be able to, if you need some money for props or costumes or getting the rights to a play or something like that, as a theater, you'll be able to submit to SARTA just like we're doing the scholarships now, and we can possibly help you out with that. But we're going to be fundraising like crazy fools to keep this all going. So thank you for being there, and thank you for hanging out and watching for what's coming up next. We're going to do some really just different things. We've had a few karaoke nights. We're going to do a paint party pretty soon. I'm going to organize that. I'm going to let you know when it's going to happen. We're going to be having another Tonight's Starring, probably going to happen in August. We were going to try and have one once a month, but trying to get rights and roll everything around has been a bit chaotic. That's okay. We are nothing if we are not flexible. Oh my gosh, did the pandemic teach us how to be flexible? So our next Tonight's Starring may be coming up in August, so you stay tuned for that. Again, it was a really great turnout for a really wonderful show. I had never seen God of Carnage before, and it was absolutely hysterical. We all sat there and laughed the whole time. It was wonderful. Let's see, what else is coming up soon? Oh, I've got some great things to tell you about that are, I like to call them the ephemera of our theater world, because there's some people who are doing some one-night onlys and some special events. So let's get into what's happening this week at the theater for June 13th with some special events and announcements. See, Freefall Stage has the right idea. They're doing a paint party with food and drink, and you're going to get to paint a cool picture that's theater related. So this is what they're doing on the 17th. That's coming up this weekend. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, you better get on it, because you're going to miss it if you don't get on it. This weekend for Freefall Stage, a paint party, dinner, and a night of fun. They're going to have door prizes and things like that. So get in contact with Free Fall Stage. And if you want to paint, want to have drinks and watch somebody else paint, that's okay. And these paint parties are wonderful because you don't have to be this exquisite painter to come out with a really cool product that you can take and put in your office or hang in your den, or put it in your studio space or something like that. So this will be a great one. It's a fundraiser for Free Fall Stage. Get in touch with them for a paint party and dinner night, because that's coming up this weekend. Something for you to do this weekend, okay? That's all of the big deal things we've got going on as special announcements. So let's get into those auditions, get those resumes and headshots together. Did you like my theater nerd sign? I really love it. Theater nerd. I think it's going to become part of my decorations in this space. My theater nerd sign. All right, so let's check out some auditions coming up. Celebration Arts is going to have auditions coming up in June, and they're happening actually, one already happened, and the other one is tomorrow. So clearly since it came in on a Monday, we do this on a Tuesday. We have missed one, but it's okay because it was in our newsletter before. So hopefully if you've signed up to get the SARTA newsletter, did you become a member? If you're a member, you get the newsletter. You got this audition notice. They started the auditions yesterday, but they're going to have auditions again tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock over at Celebration Arts for Mother Juliet and Her Romeo. It's an adaptation from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, directed by Kimberly Marshall. So get your chance to sign up. Go to the Celebration Arts website and check out that information. Here's a wonderful event. You're invited to audition for a special reading performance of War of the Worlds. Everybody remembers this particular radio drama. It caused quite the stir the first time it was produced by Orson Welles and his Theater of the Stage, a 1938 radio drama, and it's going to be staged as part of Placer Community Theater's 20th anniversary gala and fundraiser. So a lot of the theaters are trying to get these really fun events for you to come and support them. So if you can go to this, go and support Placer Community Theater and see War of the Worlds. It should be a great time. They're celebrating 20 years, so go and join them. Go to their website, Placer Community Theater, to get information on getting tickets for this great event. Here it is, War of the Worlds. Some information on that. That's going to be July 22nd, and they're going to perform this whole thing, and you just really want to be a part of this. So auditions are Friday, June 16th, so this Friday, and Saturday, June 17th, this Saturday, over at the Pamelot School of Dance, 540 Wall Street in Auburn, California. So here's your information on being a part of the War of the Worlds production by Placer Community Theater Company. Davis Musical Theater Company is having auditions for its production of Something Rotten. They're going to be on Sunday, June 25th or Monday, June 26th. So you've got two opportunities to audition for Something Rotten out at Davis Musical Theater Company. Callbacks will be on June 27th, and it's going to open in September. So this is a summer rehearsal for an early fall production of Something Rotten. So get your place in the audition line for that one. School of Rock is holding their deadline. This is the last time I'll be sharing this one with you. This is for Woodland Opera House, and this is a very particular one because School of Rock means that the actors who are in this actually need to play their instruments. So they're having virtual auditions. They're having people send in audition videos and things like that so that they can select the actors who can act and play at the same time, because you're going to be on stage acting and playing. So if you've seen the School of Rock movie, you kind of know how this goes. There's going to be young people playing, and then the character who's the teacher who's also playing, and they're going to have their pit orchestra playing with you. So there's a lot of musical coordination that has to go on, which is why they're hosting these virtual auditions. These are open until the 15th. That's Thursday. So if you're looking to audition for this, you better get your audition videos in now for this one. Woodland Opera House virtual audition submissions for School of Rock, the musical. We have another musical that's auditioning coming up soon. This one is for Matilda, the musical, and it's Matilda Jr. actually, the musical. And this is also at Woodland Opera House. This is on this Saturday, June 17th. Auditions for Matilda, the musical, Junior. So, calling all youth ages 11 through 18. This is going to be a young people's show. So, again, June 17th at 10 a.m., Woodland Opera House for Matilda Jr. That's what we've got for auditions right now. I'm sure there will be more as the summer starts to unfold, because I'm anticipating that we're going to have a really good fall theater season. Are you with me, theater nerds? Are you theater nerds out there with me? Theater nerds. Where are my theater nerds? Yes, we're going to have a really good fall season. People are recovered now, I think, from the pandemic effects. If, you know, we've taken our precautions, we've gotten our vaccinations. Are people still getting sick? Yes, there are people who are still getting sick with COVID, but it's just now part of us. They are calling it now endemic. It's just part of our human space now, just like the flu. So if we haven't learned anything, maybe when you're in larger groups, still you want to wear a mask or take some extra precautions with yourself. Really be kind to your bodies. Many of our theaters are still offering virtual performances, so you might want to look for those too. We learned a lot during this pandemic, and we're bringing it back to you in the form of ways to offer you great entertainment for an evening of theater. Speaking of a great evening of theater, Sierra Stages is opening its presentation of Guys and Dolls on the 13th at the Nevada City Theater. That's right, that's tonight. They're opening that's next month. Goodness, I am rushing. The year's going fast enough. It's only June. Okay, this opens next month. I have it in the wrong place. I totally read that as June. Coming soon. Guys and Dolls. If you haven't ever seen this musical, it's so much fun. I'll move that for next week. You'll see it again. Still playing right now, however, is Cabaret over at Sutter Street Theater. If you haven't had a chance to go and visit the Kit Kat Club, then you need to do that. If you've never seen a production of Cabaret, you really owe it to yourself, for nothing more than that the music is amazing. And if they've got great dancers and singers, it'll be wonderful. And these productions typically have some great dancers and singers. So get your tickets, go see Cabaret, Sutter Street Theater. It's open through June 25th, so you still have another week of weekends to go and see this. So get your tickets. You can also get your tickets for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. This is also playing at Sutter Street Theater. This is on Saturdays and Sundays at 1 in the afternoon. So if you want an early day of it, you can go see You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. If you want a good evening performance, you can go see Cabaret. Here's another one that's a unique one, and they call it an immersive experience. They encourage the audience to dress up and get with them on what's going on. It's called Gold Can't Love You Back. Truer words have never been spoken, right? House of Fates and the Stone House present this production. It opened on June 1st and will be playing through all of June, so you've got time to see it still. It's, as I said, an immersive experience, so musical experience. So they're asking if you want to wear some Western attire and get into the spirit of the gold rush with Gold Can't Love You Back up at Stone House. There's another amazing show playing right now at Celebration Arts. It's called By the Way, Meet Vera Stark, directed by Nicole Lemon, and it's going to be playing through the 25th. I had the privilege of going to see this last weekend. It was good. You need to get your tickets. It's an amazing production. By the Way, Meet Vera Stark over at Celebration Arts. Volcano Theater Company is now running its production of Beowulf and the Bard. This is a different take on the Old English epic. They're touting Beowulf as the first ever superhero, and this story is told through the eyes of the writer, the Bard, with a bad case of writer's block. So it ought to be pretty funny too. This is playing through July 8th. So tickets are available right now. Go up to Volcano. They've got 2 wonderful theaters up there. This one is going to be a laugh riot, I am sure. Volcano is celebrating its 50th anniversary of doing theater productions up there. So go and help them celebrate by seeing Beowulf and the Bard. Now let's look at coming soon. And I promise I will put Guys and Dolls in this section next time. I was just trying to make it be sooner. I was so excited. All right. Look what's coming. Sacramento Shakespeare Festival is back. I know for some of us who always kind of dug going to see like Shakespeare in the Park and things like that, you know, it all got lost when the pandemic shut everything down. So they're back. They're back. And they're doing the Scottish play. I'm not in a theater, so I guess I can say Macbeth in my own space. But it's going to start on July 7th, and it's going to run through July 23rd, and its opening night performance will be July 27th, starting at 7:30. And there'll be 7:30, and there'll be a few 2 o'clock matinees on the weekends also. So you can check the website for that and get your tickets. This is presented by the Sacramento Shakespeare Festival. They're doing an in-person performing arts art court theater production at Sacramento City College over on Freeport Boulevard. Most people can find this, and the art court theater is a great space to see this in. Get your tickets for the Sacramento Shakespeare Festival's production of Macbeth, or the Scottish play if you're really, superstitious. Coming to the Woodland Opera House, opening this weekend, will be The Lightning Thief, the Percy Jackson musical. Woodland Opera House is welcoming everybody in for this production from June 16th through the 25th on Fridays at 7:30 and Saturdays at 7:30, and then on Sundays at 2 o'clock. So you'll have 3 chances each weekend to go and see The Lightning Thief, the Percy Jackson musical at Woodland Opera House. Also coming this weekend, this is where I said we've got these bits of ephemera that are out there because they happen for a very short time. If you've been around the Sacramento area for any length of time, you've heard of Green Valley Theater Company, and you've also probably heard of their Verte Cabaret. This is 2 nights only. They pick a theme, and as their artistic director likes to say, they circle the drain around it and come up with all kinds of wondrous, crazy, imaginative, outstanding works to do around this. And this is not going to be any different. This time the theme is Verte Cabaret Gets a Job. It's about time they went and did something with themselves, right? Okay, so this weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, and then it's gone. So, and you'll have missed a cabaret, and you're going to have to wait because there won't be another one for a while. Verte Cabaret Gets a Job. It's going to be at the Gathering Place on 1701 L Street. There is parking available downtown in the parking garage behind the Gathering Place space. So go to greenvalleytheater.com and get your tickets for Verte Cabaret Gets a Job. We've got a couple things coming to Main Street Theater Works. One of them opening this Friday. The Quest for Don Quixote will be opening, and that's playing through July 15th at the Kennedy Mine Amphitheater up on Main Street in Jackson. They always open a little early because they have refreshments and things like that you can get, and then you can take them into the theater with you. So the gates are going to open at 6:30 for you to be able to go and get all your drinks and refreshments and go settle in for an 8 o'clock show. The Quest for Don Quixote by Mark Brown. That's opening this Friday. And then coming in August, they've got the Red Plaid Shirt. I love it. Does this shirt make me look retired? A Red Plaid Shirt, also playing at the Kennedy Mine Theater. Also, tickets are available right now. You can get your tickets for this early on. So both of these are coming to Main Street Theater Works. So check them out. Another one that looks amazing that's coming to Capitol Stage. It's called Predictor, and it's written by Jennifer Blackmer, and it's directed by Imani Mitchell. This is its West Coast premiere, and it is based on true events. When I was reading the particulars about this, it's the life story of a woman named Margaret Crane, who in 1967 became the inventor of the first home pregnancy test. Talk about putting women's health back into their own hands. That is wonderful and impressive, and just, it's been groundbreaking for so many people who have gone on to use this technology. So the Predictor, go and get your tickets for that. Little Women is coming and being presented by Stage Right Productions. This is a Louisa May Alcott book. Again, one of those classics that many of us probably read when we were in high school or something. And so your tickets will be available. They've got general tickets, they've got senior tickets, and a SARTA discount, and student tickets. And let me take a moment to thank all of our theaters who are still doing the SARTA discounts. This was something that was pioneered when our theaters had to become members, so that, for the Ellies, and many of our theaters just do that because they're giving a break to you because you're helping to support us. So if you become a SARTA member, get your membership card, show your membership card. Many of our theaters will give you a break on your ticket price. So make sure you mention that when you're going out there. And thank you, Stage Right Productions, for still featuring that. This show's going to open at the end of the month on June 30th and will play through July 8th. So get your tickets for Little Women. Roseville Theater Arts Academy is going to be presenting Newsies Junior from June 23rd until the 25th. This is going to be one of their Young People Academy's productions, and we will keep letting you know about that. Tickets are on sale right now if you want to get tickets for this production of Newsies. I know for a lot of people this is one of their favorites. Great music, lots of wonderful dancing. Get your tickets for Disney's Newsies Junior over at Roseville Theater Arts Academy. Here's another one that's coming to the Volcano Theater. This one's going to be quite fun. Volcano Theater Company is presenting a story about a woman who did some groundbreaking things in astronomy back in the early 1900s, when it was hard for women to be in science and technology and colleges, spaces, and things like that. But this young woman overcame those obstacles and made some really profound discoveries that we still appreciate now. The play is called Silent Sky, and it's going to be featured from August 11th through September 9th. Up at the Volcano Theater Company in their amphitheater, their outdoor amphitheater. So you can watch a story about astronomy called Silent Sky under the open stars. I can't think of a more intriguing, romantic, lovely evening than to go do something like that. So get your tickets. They're on sale now for Silent Sky at Volcano Theater Company. Another one that's coming to Volcano Theater Company, if you're, not sure you want to do Silent Sky, you can always do Blithe Spirit. That will be opening on September 15th and playing through October 15th. A nice segue into our Halloween season. And I say season because I don't know about you guys, but around our house, we do more decorating and dressing up and doing things for Halloween than we do for Christmas sometimes. But, everybody's got to have their celebrations, right? So get your tickets early for Blithe Spirit. This is a Noel Coward play, and it's supposed to be very funny. Also being played up at Volcano Theater Company. So you have a couple of different reasons to go to Volcano now, right? We love it when the theaters list their season schedules with us. Again, if you're signed up to get our newsletter, you'll get a regular listing of what's going on for season schedules, because those are usually at the very bottom, so you can see what's coming up, so you can sort of plan your theater going. So we'd like to thank the following theaters. Free Fall Stage has shared with us what their remaining season is looking like, and they're going to be doing While the Lights Were Out, Help Me, Pride and Prejudice, and Amelia Earhart. to wrap up their year for 2023. So you can get your tickets at freefallstage.com for any of these remaining shows that you would like to see. Thank you, Freefall Stage, for sharing your season with us. This one is Davis Musical Theater Company's 2023-24 season. 39 seasons of musicals. They've been doing this for a while. So I spoke earlier about their auditions for Something Rotten. Here it is on the listing as part of their fall season. It'll open in September. Then they're going to do Oklahoma. They're going to do Seussical the Musical. Fiddler on the Roof. That's a classic, right? Into the Woods. That's a massive favorite for so many people. And finally, let's wrap it up with a Little Mermaid action next year with The Little Mermaid. So, great season for Davis Musical Theater Company. Any of those shows that you would like to see, please go ahead and get your tickets and maybe consider buying season tickets. Usually the season tickets holders get a little bit of a discount. Your seat's guaranteed. There are lots of perks to becoming a season ticket holder. So think about that when you're looking to support some of our community theaters. Find out if they have an option for being a season ticket holder. And then finally, for more Woodland Opera House, this is their main series and family series productions for the 2023-2024 season. They're doing SpongeBob the Musical, which is always fun. Addams Family, there's another nice piece to go to for the October Halloween season. There is School of Rock. We just advertised for that one for their auditions, their virtual auditions. And as we learned when we did an interview with them not too long ago, they're doing a comedy that's going to be announced. They're not at liberty to say what it is yet. So that is to be announced later. And then they're going to do Descendants, the musical. They're going to do another classic musical, Damn Yankees. And then they're going to wrap their season up with Peter and the Starcatcher. So if you love your Peter Pan stories, here's another great one that you could go and see. Woof! That's a lot of theater, you guys. There's so many things that are happening out there in our theater world. Sometimes we get them all. Sometimes we miss some. Sometimes you'll see them shared on our Facebook page. Yes, Sarda Theaters has a Facebook page. So if you have something you want to share, you can share it with us, or you can go there and see what others have shared. You can always share your information also and have us put it on our community calendar. If you have a show opening, auditions, anything like that, a special event, go to our shows and auditions page on our website and you can enter your information yourself. We will make sure that gets into our community calendar and up on our Tuesday Twitch and into our newsletters, okay? So let us know how we can help you. Send us your information. Follow us on Facebook, because as things change and new stuff pops up, we drop it in there and we'll send it out all over the place. You can also follow us here. If you're hanging out with me tonight, please touch the little heart there and follow us, and you'll get an announcement every time one of our shows goes up. I don't always just do these on Tuesday nights. Well, I do them every Tuesday night, but sometimes we have special editions. And there are going to be times over the summer when, I don't know, I might just get bored and come and play games with you guys for a while and chit chat and see what's going on in your life, because we can do that too. Twitch is such a flexible format for that. And yes, we can talk theater. I want you to tell me what you've seen, and I'll tell you what I've gone to see, because I've gotten to see a lot of good theater in the last few days. So yeah, talk to us about what's happening. I'll try and get more folks on too. Ooh, that's what I need to share with you. If you have something that's going on that you want to talk to us about and you'd like to come on and share it as part of what we call our community conversations, please contact us at sarda.com and say, hey, I'd like to do a community conversation. I've got this show coming up. We've got this special cabaret coming up. We've got something that's happening and I want to talk about it. And we will make it happen. We'll make arrangements for you to have an interview time so you can tell everybody how amazing your show is going to be. Because it's going to be amazing, right? Yeah, I think so. So if I've got any more of my theater nerds out there, theater nerds, join me, please, and talk about what you're doing. Let everybody know it is okay to blow your own horn sometimes. Yes, it is. So after you've followed us in all those wonderful places, I always tell you this every week, I hope if we're out someplace and you see me there at the theater, please say hi, because I hope to see you at the theater. Thanks, everyone. I'll catch you next week. Alrighty, bye.